Hey babes, it's Valentine's weekend and we are getting ready to slay, okay? Let's go ahead and get right into it. I'm carving up my brows using the Black Opal Cream Foundation Stick in the shade Kalahari Sand. And then I'm going to fill my brows in with Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow in the shade Dark Brown. I got a brand new one from Ulta. Oh, y'all, there's nothing like breaking open a brand new dip brow. It's amazing. So I'm going to create the brow shape that I really desire using the Black Opal Cream Foundation Stick in the shade Truly Topaz. And once I'm done with that, I'm going to apply some NARS Radiant Foundation onto my face. And I'm going to use my Real Techniques Body Blender to pounce, pat, and bounce. Okay, vocab. Come on, SAT word. I'm going to use that to just pounce that into my skin. I color correct from time to time. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't, but lately I haven't been finding like the need to color correct, so I just don't. So I'm using the NARS Creamy Radiant Concealer in the shade Biscuit, followed by the Makeup Revolution Concealer in the shade C11, followed by the Ruby Kisses Pure Mineral Concealer in the shade Chestnut. Now I use the Ruby Kisses concealer to warm up my face, and I'm just blending that in with my body blender, and then I'm going underneath my eyes, on my chin, on my forehead, and then down my nose with the lighter concealer. I'm now setting my face with the MAC NC43 foundation powder, and then I'm going to follow up with MAC's Patrick's powder, the Patrick Star powder. This stuff is absolutely positively magical. It's so finely milled. I like it honestly better than Laura Mercier and better than Airspun. So highly recommend it. So now I'm taking my Anastasia Beverly Hills contour kit and I'm applying my actual contour shade to my outer corner. This is going to be my guideline because I'm going to follow up with some black eyeshadow, you guys. We are doing a cut crease, glittery, smoky eye. It's gonna be lit. So this is a Smashbox PR package that I received. Thank you so much, Smashbox. And I'm taking this trio. It has a black eyeshadow and then a silver and a gold glitter in it. I'm just going to take the black eyeshadow, I'm going to pack that onto the outer corner very lightly, and then I'm going to blend it out again very lightly. Like I said, I'm using that Anastasia Beverly Hills shadow from my contour kit as my guide. I do not want to blend this black up to my eyebrows or up to my forehead or up to my wig. Like, I want to keep this black eyeshadow in a very concentrated area, blending it out in circular motions, but also using windshield wiper motions to blend it onto my lid. I would rather have it on my lid than on my eyebrows. So now I'm going to carve out my mobile lid, and I'm going to use the Makeup Revolution concealer. This is a dupe for Tarte Shape Tape. You know, if you want to, rally against Tarte, I totally understand. I've switched over to Makeup Revolution just, so Tarte can really get it together, honey. So I'm carving out my mobile lid, and this is in preparation for a silver eyeshadow that I'm going to be packing onto my lid. I really want this to be very precise. You don't want to go out of those lines, okay? Be very careful. So now I'm going to dip into my Morphe palette, and I'm going to take this silver color that I'm pointing at. Not the purple, but the silver. That was a mistake. So I'm just going to use an eyeshadow brush to really pack on that silver shadow. This is going to be the base for my glitter. I am using a glitter palette. It's by the company Jolie Beauty. It's the Luxe Glitz palette. But before I do that, I really need a shadow as my base. So like I said, I'm dipping into the silver glitter by Jolie Beauty, their Luxe Glitz palette. I've used it before. I actually saw it on an Instagram ad and bought it. So whoever is doing their marketing, sis, it's working, okay? I'm just packing on that silver glitter, and now I'm just going back in with the black eyeshadow, and I'm just like, sweeping that inwards so there's no line of demarcation between the glitter and the black eyeshadow. Now I'm taking my NYX gel liner. I'm going to apply that onto my lid and then take this really precise and small Morphe brush and blend that out once I get to the outer corner. So I'm not winging my eyeliner. I'm actually smoking my eyeliner out. It just creates this really really pretty effect that I like. I actually like this method a lot better than winging it, and if you struggle with wing liner, this is a great alternative. So I'm popping a nude liner into my waterline, and I'm popping on these lashes by Royal Blink. I'm going to put the direct link to these lashes in the description box down below for your shopping pleasure. I absolutely love these lashes. Now, if you are not normally a lash person, be careful with these because these are super fluffy, and once you put them on, like just for the very first time, even me, an avid lash wearer, was having a little bit of time with like heavy lids. You get used to it, but initially you're like, whoa, these are super fluffy and super heavy. But the more glam, the better, okay? So I'm spraying my body blender with Fix Plus, and I'm patting and bouncing that onto my skin everywhere that I put the MAC Patrick powder. So that Patrick Star powder that I baked with, we're just going to pat that on off, okay? Hey, we're gonna pat that on off. We're gonna pat that on off. So now I'm using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Contour Kit and just a smaller, more precise domed brush to really work that into the hollows of my cheeks, underneath my lip, and onto my temples. And then I'm going to really buff and blend that out with a larger Morphe brush. I like to do this instead of that really extreme snatched contouring because I have a very small face as it is. I'm not trying to like snatch my face up. I really like the plumpness of my face naturally. So I'm using the Juvia's Place Nubian palette to apply some brown eyeshadow on my lower lash line, and then I'm using a few precision brushes to smoke some black eyeshadow on my lower lash line as well. When you just pop color into your lower lash line, y'all, you have to try it. Keep it real close and tight to that lower lash line, and it'll make your eyeshadow look so good. So I'm carving out my nose and then using my fingers to blend that out. I really don't like to snatch my nose up too much. I like to keep it real natural. And then I'm going to spray my face with Fix Plus and pat my body blender all over. This is going to make sure you do not look cakey, okay? You can apply layers and layers of makeup, but if you do this as your makeup application goes on, you will look so good when you are done. So now I'm using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Glow Kit to apply just a little bit of highlight to my nose, to my cheeks, to my upper lip. Oh my gosh, you guys, I'm starting to really feel myself. I'm feeling myself. I'm feeling myself. I'm feeling myself. I'm feeling, okay. So I'm taking the MAC lip liner in the shade Chestnut. Okay, I thought Cork was my jam, but no, Chestnut is my jam, girl. You have to get your hands on MAC Chestnut lip liner if you don't do anything else. And then I'm using the NARS, I believe this is the Stripped Velvet Lippy, topping that off with my MAC lip gloss in the shade Myth. And girl, adding a little bit more highlighter on the upper lip because yes, and now we're about to go to the hair. So this is a sleek and straight behind the ear, like Kim Kardashian, Carly Bible, Reezy look. Okay, so I'm just going to use my Nairobi wrapping foam or wrapping mousse and my black Got To Be Glued gel to really work this edge brush into these edges and get my edges together. They were pretty laid, they were looking okay, but for a sleek and straight look, like you cannot have a hair out of place. So I'm really getting these edges in shape, okay? Like push-ups, sit-ups, let's work it on out. Let's come on out, edges. Let's come on out. Now I'm working my hot comb onto this bang area. So I'm using the hot comb to shape and kind of mold the hair, really smooth the hair down, and make sure that it's going in just like one central direction. I'm applying some wrapping foam just so I can mold the hair, and then I'm applying my Got To Be Glued Freeze Spray, or my Got To Be Freeze Spray, to smooth my hair down. So once I get a really good, smooth foundation for my bang area, after hot combing and hair spraying and combing and shaping and molding, I'm going to tuck my hair behind my ear. I'm actually gonna do it eventually. Just give me a second. Just give me a couple of seconds. It has to be perfect, okay? So now I'm actually smoothing it out. This is the practice tuck, okay? I thought that this was good enough, but no, I can always do better. So I smoothed down the other side. That was a lot easier because that's where I normally kind of like tuck my hair behind my ear. But I had to go back in after this. So I'm using the Chase method with my Denman brush to smooth and flat iron the hair that is just going to be like behind my ears. But I noticed I had like a little Humpty Hump at the very, very tippy top of my head. So I went ahead and took my bang down and smoothed it out just a little bit more. Plus, I wanted my swoop to be just like way more defined than that. So again, you know, it looked good, but it could be better, you know? It could be better. So I popped a bobby pin behind my ear where my bang area is, and I'm just turning around to show you guys what it looks like in the back. I love this hairstyle. You know, plot twist, I was in a bit of a rush and I was lazy, so this is what I decided to do, but I really, really liked it. Okay, but now onto this dress heard round the world. So I posted this dress on my IG and it caused a bit of an uproar, but like, you know, my queen says, I'm a grown woman, I can do whatever I want. But just to debunk it, this dress is not as see-through as it may seem. As my other queen, Rihanna, said, do they bother you? They're covered. But no, seriously, with these diamonds all over my body, shining all over my body, you cannot really see the details underneath the dress because of all of the embellishments that are on the gown. I did also wear a coat because it was cold, and I do get cold. So I absolutely love the dress. My date loved the dress. The people who saw me that night loved the dress. And we did go to Texas de Brazil, and then we went out afterwards. Both venues are very dark. So unless there's a bunch of flash photography, or unless you are in some place with very, very, very bright lights, you cannot see through the dress. If it makes you more comfortable, you can wear a black strapless bra. But again, I'm grown. So make sure you give this video a big thumbs up. And let me know in the comment section below what you're doing for Valentine's Day. I hope you enjoy yourself. And until next time, stay beautiful. I love you. Bye. I need you here tonight to cover up the sand, to share